my name is Zachary Ruhl. I'm here with Rachel Green. She is the Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Um, Rachel, tell us a little bit about Acenda United.
Well, Zachary, first of all, thank you for being with me today and, asking about Acenda United and some of the great work that's being done here at Acenda. Acenda United really wants to maintain a culture of inclusion, belonging in the workplace, not only for our members, but for our clients and visitors that come throughout our agency as well. We have a strategic plan that implements a footprint throughout the agency to make sure that all of our employees feel a sense of inclusion and belonging. And not only do we talk the talk, we walk the walk, but supporting that with key metrics that we're going to be compiling to make sure that not only what we're looking to put into place, that later on those initiatives are actually being productive and are actually working within the agency here at Acenda.
Okay, very nice. And so what does Acenda United stand for?
Acenda United stands for an agency that's united. We have always had that footprint of being an agency that works together, using our various resources, over 125 services that we offer, and networking them together to be able to help the community. But Acenda United within the agency under the DEI&B umbrella is just that, a sense of one team, united, moving forward together and making sure that we're all included in that process.
I like that a lot. So since February is Black History Month, what is Acenda doing to highlight the history of this month?
Well, I've had the great opportunity to work with our fabulous marketing and development team. And together, we've compiled some great footprint and social media branding that has gone out. I don't know if everyone's had the opportunity, but please go check out our Facebook page. They have spotlighted two fabulous doctors, Black Americans that are African Americans within this community. We have Dr. Fuller, who is a researcher in Alzheimer's research, as well as Jennifer Ebhart, who also is doing some work with implicit bias and mental health. So definitely, if you have the opportunity to go out and check out our social media pages and see some of the wonderful things that's coming out of Acenda and our marketing and development team to spotlight our key Americans and colleagues within Acenda.
Okay. Thanks for the shout out for marketing.
You're welcome. I love my marketing buddies.
So with the highlighting of African Americans, how have they added to companies' diversity, equity, and inclusion strategies?
Well, I think we all have learned over time that when you have Black Americans at the table, no matter whether it's Acenda or any industry throughout this country, you're adding a unique voice and perspective that comes to the table that only does nothing but helps to push innovation, diversity of thought, as well as opportunities to be able to grow as an agency.
What is Acenda doing to make sure their employees are being properly represented and supported, aside from social media, like you mentioned?
I'm glad you asked that. We definitely, under the DEI umbrella as the director, I've had the opportunity to work with all facets of the agency. I look forward to the further collaboration with HR to make sure that as we are recruiting and bringing fabulous colleagues into Acenda, that we're making sure that our lens is always diverse and that we're looking to make sure that all Americans have the opportunity to come through through and experience the wonderful workplace that is Acenda. Whether we have colleagues that are, mental or physically disabled, our LGBTQ plus community, our AAPI brothers and sisters, our Black brothers and sisters, you know what I mean, our Irish brothers and sisters. We want to make sure everybody has the opportunity to come in and benefit from Acenda. So with that being said, we're working with HR, we're working with marketing development, we're working with our executives and our vice presidents to make sure that we're giving them real-time data and information so that they can utilize to make sure that as they're working within their own individual spaces, that diversity, that inclusion and belonging lens is part of that strategic fabric.
Okay, very nice. And lastly, why is it important for a company, not just Acenda, but to create a safe space for employees to speak up if they have to?
We only benefit from that. We have a safe environment for our employees to speak up. When folks feel a sense of inclusion, belonging, and they're comfortable, we only get the best out of them. I know personally when I come to work, I know when I feel comfortable, I feel good. Mental health is great. You feel physically good. I don't know if any of us have ever experienced that when you're just not feeling quite like you feel like you're part of the group or you're not part of the team. That starts to affect you. You mentally and physically start to feel that. And when we make sure we have a safe place for everyone, all fabrics of our agency, all of our employees feel that sense of inclusion and belonging, we only get the best of the best out of them. And then with that, we get innovation, we get positive ideals coming through and that collaboration that you normally wouldn't get if a person didn't feel comfortable to kind of have that open door policy, as they say, to feel comfortable speaking up and giving of their ideals.
Right. So it allows them to be their self and, like you said, open up.
There you go. That's what it's about. Being able to be yourself in the workplace and your colleagues accept you that way. And then now you bring forward that true essence of yourself. You see it. You can tell. You can always tell when someone's comfortable in their own skin. There's a light about them and you see it.